Okay, here's part 2 of 4. We're talking about routines. Today we're talking about the morning routine. This is the continuation. These are the questions that I typically ask myself when I go through this morning routine. Now, let me make sure I've got the right ones. If you need any of this, I have this for you. I built this out a few years back. I'm always revising it or making it graphically prettier. So, got a newer one. This one is for Marvel. Again, if you missed yesterday, we went through what Marvel is. Now we're going into the questions. It's a one-sheeter. Here are the questions that I ask myself in the morning. Now, not every day. I do my best to ask myself these questions daily, but, sometimes I'm in a hurry and I just go through the routine piece without the questions. Question number 1, what am I looking forward to today? This helps me identify the thing that is pulling me forward. I want to start the day off strong and be like, okay, today, I'll give you an example. Today, I have a written calendar. And if you're watching on YouTube, you can see me looking at my calendar. Today, I was really looking forward to my Prospect or Die coaching session where I call up people from my database where we're coaching people and we're showing them how to do this and live calls and so forth. I was looking forward to that, and we did a good job. I think we only connected with 3 people out of the 15 I reached out to, but it's still good, right? Now, next question, what good can I do today? I don't know that we ask ourselves these questions to kind of guide us to where we want to be, but the quality of questions you ask yourself really determine the outcome of your day and how you look at the day. For me, I'm always trying to look at the day with a set of lenses that gives me the opportunities. I'm a realist, but I understand there are opportunities everywhere, and I just have to be in the right state to be able to see them. If I'm grumpy all day, if I'm angry, if I'm asking myself the wrong questions, if I have the wrong affirmations, look, I'm not going to see anything. Everything's going to be terrible. I'm going to be a victim to everything. So what good can I do today? Well, what good can I do today? Man, probably brighten someone's day, maybe shoot this podcast, maybe help out my son with his homework, or my daughter with whatever challenge she's got, or my wife and whatever I need to do. There's a lot I can do. Next question. Who can I thank by text, a call, a video message, social media, or a letter? Now, this one, I typically gravitate to the same people. Sometimes I might have talked to somebody earlier the day before, and I'm like, oh, you know what? I really need to thank that person. And then I text them, and I'm like, hey, great conversation. Or I send them a video message. I say, hey, yesterday's conversation was really good, and I appreciate you. And I go further on that. Whatever you want to do here, you can use it to write a letter or a note to a client or to a friend or to anyone. Next question. What will I do today that will challenge my current mindset to grow? This one is just reminding you that you can't sit still. You've got to be learning. You've got to be putting stuff into your brain daily. What are you going to learn today? What is it? It could be as easy as listening to this podcast and actually applying some of these things, or it could be a webinar or reading a book or learning something. Like for me, I'm really want to level up when it comes to finances. So we're going through some courses and I'm learning a lot. I've even thought about taking a few college courses, but I decided to do it online. It's so much easier. So what will you do today that will challenge you to grow? Whether it's your mindset or just you. Next question. What might I struggle with today and how will I deal with it? Well, I take a look at my schedule and I'm like, ooh, I might not want to work out in the middle of the day. How am I going to deal with it? Well, I'm going to do my best and make sure I have enough time to work out so I don't rush it. Number 2, I'm going to have my workout clothes ready to go, like really ready to go, because sometimes I'm like, I don't want to work out, right? I'm going to make sure that I have the right podcast. I love listening to podcasts while I work out. So I'm going to pick this podcast to work out. And honestly, I'm showing up for the podcast. I'm not even showing up to work out. The workout is just what I do while I'm learning. So that's how I see it. Next question. What have I been delaying that I need to work on and place into my schedule? This gets me every time. And I'm like, oh, I know I need to be working on that. I already know what it is for me. For me, it's the course that's attached to the book, Real Estate Prospecting. I need to start that. I have a due date of mid-December, only because I already pushed it back a couple of months. But for you, what is it? What have you been delaying that you need to work on today to place on your schedule? You know what it is. You probably don't even have to think about it a lot. All right, next question. And this is the last one. How do I want to feel today? How do you want to feel today? Super easy, but it gives you the permission to grab hold of something good, because nobody's going to answer that. How are you going to feel today? I want to feel like crap. You know what? If you've got a little kid around or someone tiny, 4, 5, 6, ask them that question. How do you want to feel today? They're going to come up with some crazy answer like, I want to feel like a unicorn. I want to feel like a star. I want to feel like pixie dust. How do you want to feel today? Ask yourself that question. I want to feel great. I'll talk to you tomorrow.